Hello again, everybody. Mr. West here. Friday, 10th of April, 2020, our third virtual meeting assembly. Slightly different today because it won't be a full assembly, simply because it's the holidays and we're just going to have a quiz, I think, just for families to kind of work together and we'll hopefully pose some very difficult, challenging questions for you. A couple of updates just before we get into that, because I've had a number of emails from parents and students around a few issues around the school. First of all, being if we're going to open, when we're going to open, and get back to normal. I don't know to answer that question. Nothing has come my way in the last 7 days to give me any kind of sense of when that might be. Obviously, there's been lots of speculation in the media around when that will be. Some saying it's going to be after Easter, some saying it's going to be before Spring Bank, some saying it's going to be September. I don't know. I'd like to say that I will be the first to tell you, but you'll probably hear it in the media first. So we'll just keep a watching brief on that. But I do hope we'll be back sometime in the next 4 to 5 weeks. We'll have to see how this next 7 to 14 days goes. So that's the first thing. Second thing is in regards to predicted grades and what students will get in year 11 and 13 in the summer. Nothing's really moved forward since I shared the information with you last week. And obviously the links to the Department of Education website and Ofqual's websites have been set on our website, so you can access that information there. I've answered a few emails from students who've got in touch this week, and we'll try and fill those questions, but nothing has necessarily moved any further forward. But a couple of emails from year 11s and 13s regarding proms. If we do go back early, will we have a prom? And the answer to that question is we will, if we come back before the summer, and there's an appetite from students to do that. So hopefully we'll try and celebrate your time at Templemore, and we will hopefully find some suitable venues for both events. We'll be in touch with that in due course. And the other kind of group of emails that I've received this week have been from parents who have thanked me for these assemblies, have made me laugh a lot, and my wife with some of the comments, and I really appreciate those. And also, you've given us lots of support as a school for the things that we're doing. So thank you for all of that. As I've said before, I have so much email traffic currently, it's difficult to get to everybody. I'll try my best to reply to as many as I can, but I can't guarantee that. So I do apologise in advance for that. Okay, shall we move on to the quiz? Or should we do last week's quiz first and the answers for that? So if you're not interested in the quiz from last week or this week, you can go now, you're free to go, and I'll speak to you next Friday. I'll have a lot more information for you then because I've got a number of meetings taking place early next week. So what we'll do is we'll do the answer to last week's question. Right, I've got lots of answers, so thank you. What we're trying to do is I'm trying to encourage you to complete the quiz with your parents. So you'll understand why some of the questions are going to be from the last, over 30 years ago. So I apologise for that. But besides, I don't know anything about modern music, so we'll have to stick to the old stuff. Right, we'll start with the first one. And this album, minus the post-it notes, which is, of course, The Cure, Mixed Up, released on the 20th of November, 1990. Oh, wrong way around. There it is. That's the right way around. Difficult to tell. A remix album of the goth rockers from the 70s and 80s. And the second one is, of course, Violator by Depeche Mode, released the 19th of March, 1990. Right, this cover, this is geek talk now, so your dads and your mums might know this. The cover, of course, is the wrong cover because the original had a slightly different design. This is the reissue on thicker, more expensive, nicer vinyl, which I got last year. So the original is tucked away somewhere safely. So this is a reissue. That's geeks for you. Right, we're going to do a family quiz now. Now, when I say a family quiz, this is a hard quiz, so you're going to need your parents to help you with this. So if I get some answers pretty quickly, I'll know what you've done. You've basically copied what we said, you stuck it into Google, and you've gone, find the answer. And you can do that if you want, but it's going to destroy the whole aspect of working with your parents and trying to figure stuff out. So I've tried to make it as hard as I possibly can. So some people won't like it and say it's too difficult. I get that. I apologise. But I've tried to make it challenging enough so you've actually got to start thinking and working together. And hopefully it will bring your families together. Just for once over Easter. Right, I think this will take some time to work out for some people. There's 20 questions. I'll be able to know who cheats because it'll be easy, and you can tell how quickly you get replies. So we'll see who's cheating. And there are some blanks to fill in and things like that. So it's kind of a national curriculum quiz. You've got general knowledge, some connections between different information, sport questions, English, history, science, music, and geography. Oh, and maths and some art. Okay, 20 questions. Question 2 is in 2 parts. It should all make sense. Right, I'm going to start with question 1. Okay, you've got to identify this item. What is this? What is this? Question 2, 2A. What is the missing number from this sequence? Okay, 9.58, 9.69, 9.72, blank, what's the missing number, and 9.77. So that's 9.58, 9.69, 9.72, blank, 9.77. So if you can find the blank, that'd be great. And question 2B, which is related to 2A. In question 2A, what do the numbers represent? What do the numbers represent? Okay. Obviously, if you're watching this on YouTube or on the stream, then you can pause and rewind it, etc., etc. So I'll rattle through the questions. Question 3. What links the following? The launch of the Football Premier League in England, breakfast, and Belfast. So that's what is the link between the launch of the Football Premier League in England, breakfast, and Belfast. Okay, that's question 3. Question 4. What is the link between the following? Holidays, Pretty Vacant, and Doorways to the Kingdom of Heaven. So what is the link between Holidays, Pretty Vacant, and Doorways to the Kingdom of Heaven? Right, question 5. This should be quite straightforward, I think. The leader and eventual winner of the Tour de France, the annual bike race, wears a yellow jersey. What was it originally made of? So the leader and eventual winner of the Tour de France, the annual bike race that goes through France, wears a yellow jersey. What was it originally made of? Question 6. Generally, the Earth's atmosphere is, bit of science, the Earth's atmosphere is made up of air containing 78% nitrogen, 21% oxygen, and 1% of what other gas? That's question 6. Question 7. What is the link between these 3 names? Caroline, Marshall, and Alexander. So what is the link between these 3 names? Caroline, Marshall, and Alexander. That's question 7. Question 8. Brazil produces more of what than any other country? Brazil produces more of what than any other country? Question 9. Bit of geography. So was 8. Question 9. What is the largest island in the world? Or which is the largest island in the world? That's question 9. Question 10. It's another connections question. So I'll put these in to try and make it a bit more difficult than just simply putting the questions into Google and find them quite so straightforward. So question 10. What links the following? A grape, a city in Iran, and a type of cat. So question 10 is what links the following? A grape, a city in Iran, and a type of cat. Question 11. What is the link, well, the connections questions, what is the link between the three following items? The first one is who, the second one is imo, and the third one is fa'o. So what is the link between who, imo, fa'o? Question 12. What is the highest rank in the British Army? Question 12. What is the highest rank in the British Army? Question 13. The first recorded observation of a solar eclipse took place in which country or nation? The first recorded observation of a solar eclipse took place in which country or nation? Question 14. Which century was the earliest known reference to a windmill? What century was the first or the earliest known reference to a windmill made? So just want the century. Question 15. Who first designed a parachute? 15. Who first designed a parachute? Question 16 is another connections question. So hopefully this will get you thinking and working together. What is the link between the three following items or things or people? What's the link between Robinson Crusoe, the Green Goblin, and Tottenham Hotspur? What is the link between Robinson Crusoe, the Green Goblin, and Tottenham Hotspur? Question 17. Another connections question, just to make it a bit more difficult and challenging for you. Question 17. What is the link between Hanover, Saxe-Coburg, and Windsor? So what is the link between Hanover, Saxe-Coburg, and Windsor? 3 questions to go. They're not easy, are they? Question 18. What is wrong with the spellings of these words in the English language? Okay, so I'm going to give you 3 words. I want you to tell me what's wrong with the spellings of these in the English language. The first word is airplane, spelt AIRPLANE. The second word is check, CHECK. And the third word is curb, CURB. What is wrong with the spellings of those words in the English language? It's a kind of connections question. That's question 18. Okay, another connections link question. Number 19. What links these 3 letters other than they are letters in the alphabet? Okay, so I get that. So there's 3 letters. What links them together? L, P, and F. All lowercase, which is a bit of a clue. So what's the link between these 3 letters? L, P, and F. All lowercase. And question 20. What is numismatics? What is numismatics? And that's the quiz. So, there's your 20 questions. Obviously, question 2 is in 2 parts. Hopefully you will email me through, or your pastoral officer, once you worked out the answers, and hopefully you can spend the weekend working those out. They are difficult, and hopefully it should push you and challenge you to try and work out what those are, and you will need your parents' help with that. And I'm sure lots of you will go straight to Google, but try and do it yourself if you possibly can, and then we can get a worthy winner at the end of this. Again, there'll be a reward for the winner when we reopen, and I'll make a note of that. And that's it for this week. So hopefully I get a chance to speak to you next Friday, and we'll have some more information about the school reopening, and maybe some more information about predictions, grades, proms, and all the rest of it. Okay, so I wish you a great Easter. Enjoy the weather. Stay safe, and I'll speak to you next week. All the best. Bye bye.